Hey, I wanted to make a recording of something that I want to write about, but I'm not ready to write about it, so I thought I'd just record it. So I went to a friend's house, so I'll tell it like how maybe I would like to write it. Um, this friend is on he does drugs and he's an alcoholic and all these things, and he invited me over to his house one day when I went to go get breakfast, and in his house, he invited two other people to come into the house, and there was already somebody in the house. And the two people he invited in the house, they appeared to be high on something. The girl definitely, and he said they had been up the whole night drinking, and they had crashed in the front room, and me and him kind of went into the back room. I went into the kitchen. The kitchen's like the furthest room to the back, and it's two rooms, but the kitchen is like in the back of the house. So I went back there to eat my breakfast that we had got at this soup kitchen, and he showed me some family photos. He was really being nostalgic, and he was drinking. He had popped some ecstasy, and then he was drinking. Somebody else was in the house. He was drinking. So all this to say, it was an option of being indoors, but I was like, I'd rather stay on the streets because it's like, though it was creepy because it was so welcoming. And it was like, it was nice to be so welcome, but it was like a creepy experience. It was very like dark and sad and depressing and angry, and it just was grimy and everything. And it was so confined, like it was like all around you. Like it was just, I don't know, suffocated by it. And then he's not always that high, and when he's not high, he's pretty cool. But when he was that high, it was like really annoying. But it was interesting because I guess spoke what he really felt. But like I said, so when he was showing me the photos, I was like, wow, this is like really creepy and like uncomfortable. But I liked it. I was like, it was like frightening, but I liked it. I liked the experience, and I liked that I didn't have to stay. And I painted this portrait, and then he started to cry because there was a girl there that he liked that just vanished. Like she just up and left. But as far as I know, she's been here for 2 years, and she was trying to get a ticket to go out of town, but she couldn't get the shelters wasn't offering her the ticket. So I was trying to make him feel okay, like, maybe she didn't leave, but maybe she didn't leave New Orleans, but he was just like, that's still messed up that she left, regardless, without even saying anything. And yeah, he started to cry. He was like, no one, thinks about his feelings. He's always like helping people out, but no one's really ever like considering his feelings. But I understood like kind of like why she would leave, cause I wouldn't say she's a user, but she's just kind of a drifter. And though I kind of like stayed one place for a long time, it sometimes it's like I really need a change. It might take a while for me to realize it, but when I don't have when things get too familiar, and like it gets too like maybe uncomfortable, then I tend to want to just like leave, and it's hard for me to say goodbye. And and I guess the guy is really not like that. He's been here for a long time. Maybe he was more like that in the past. He definitely has traveled, but now he's just kind of he's kind of here, and he says he wants to leave, but his actions doesn't show that. And for her to be here for 2 years, I was like, maybe she's not really interested in leaving, but supposedly she might have left. So, but then I feel like I was taking her side over his side, but I didn't say how I felt, but I understood that feeling of just wanting to leave, when especially when you're feeling kind of trapped. And then I had this image of one day when I was walking down the block, there was a cat, and the cat was by like a drainage sewer like thing, and here I am walking up to the cat, and I'm not gonna harm the cat, but the cat thought I was, and instead of the cat like sitting there and waiting for me to pass by, the cat